I was 3 months pregnant when I found out my husband was planning to leave me. Not from him. From his mistress. The pregnancy test sat in my purse, still wrapped. I'd bought it that morning, hands shaking in the pharmacy aisle. We'd been trying for 2 years. 2 years of negative tests, doctor appointments, and silent disappointment. Finally, my period was 3 weeks late. Finally, I had hope. I planned to tell Marcus tonight. Over dinner, the nice Italian place where he proposed. I had the whole thing scripted in my head. Remember when we said we'd start our family here? Well, but I never made it to the restaurant. Because at 4 p.m., my phone buzzed. Unknown number. I almost didn't open it. The message was simple: I'm sorry to tell you this way, but you deserve to know. Your husband has been lying to you. Attached was a screenshot. A text conversation between Marcus and someone named Vanessa. My stomach dropped before I even read the words. Can't wait to finally be done with this, he'd written. 2 more weeks and I'm out. I scrolled up, hands shaking. The messages went back months. She's so clueless, he'd written in July. Keeps talking about babies like we have a future. My vision blurred. Vanessa replied, once the divorce is final, we can start our family. Our family. He wanted kids. Just not with me. I kept reading, each message a knife. The house will sell fast. We can use the money for the down payment on our place. She'll be fine, she's got her job. I just need to time it right. Time it right. Like I was a problem he needed to solve strategically. Like our 7-year marriage was a business deal he was closing. Then I found the worst one. From last week, I'm telling her Friday. That gives me the weekend to move my stuff out while she's at her mom's. Friday. Tomorrow. He was leaving me tomorrow. And I was carrying his child. A child he didn't know existed. A child he didn't want. The phone slipped from my hands. I sat on our couch that he'd already sold in his mind, and I felt something crack inside me. Not heartbreak. Something colder. Something calculating. I picked up the pregnancy test from my purse. Stared at the unopened box. And I made a decision that would change everything. I wasn't going to tell him. Not yet. If Marcus wanted to leave, he could leave. But he was going to leave without knowing the truth. Without knowing what he was walking away from. And when he finally found out, if he ever found out, it would be too late. I would make sure of that. I heard his keys in the door. Marcus walked in, same as always. Loosened his tie, kissed my cheek, asked about my day. I smiled. Good. Yours? He shrugged. Long hey, about tomorrow night, your work thing, I know, I lied smoothly. I'm going to my mom's anyway. She needs help with something. Relief flashed across his face. He thought I'd just made it easy for him. He thought I'd handed him the perfect exit. Right. Yeah. Thanks for understanding. Understanding. I understood perfectly. I understood he was a coward. I understood he'd been lying for months. I understood that tomorrow, he'd destroy me. Unless I destroyed him first. I didn't sleep. While Marcus snored beside me, I planned. By morning, I knew exactly what I was going to do. First, the pregnancy test. I took it at 6 a.m. while Marcus showered. 2 lines. Dark, unmistakable. I was definitely pregnant. I took a photo, saved it to a hidden folder, then wrapped the test in toilet paper and buried it at the bottom of the bathroom trash. Evidence preserved. Secret kept. Second, I called my lawyer. Not our lawyer, the one who handled our wills. My lawyer. An old friend from college who specialized in family law. "Sarah," I said when she answered. "I need your help. And I need you to not ask questions yet." She heard something in my voice. "Come in at noon. I'll clear my schedule." Third, I went through our finances. Every account, every statement, every asset. Marcus thought he was clever, but he'd underestimated me. I'd always handled our money. I knew where everything was. The joint savings. His 401k. The investment accounts. The house equity. And I knew exactly how to protect my half. By 10 a.m., I'd transferred my portion of our savings into my personal account. Completely legal, my name was on everything. Marcus wouldn't notice until Monday when he checked. By then, it would be too late. I also emailed myself 7 years of financial records. Bank statements. Tax returns. Everything. Just in case he tried to hide assets later. At noon, I sat in Sarah's office. "He's leaving me," I said without preamble. "Tomorrow. He's been planning it for months. He has someone else." Sarah's expression hardened. "Do you have proof?" I showed her the text messages. Her jaw tightened. "This is good. This is really good. Especially if you're in an at-fault state." "There's something else," I interrupted. "I'm pregnant." Sarah's eyes widened. "Does he know?" "No. And I'm not telling him." "Why not?" I leaned forward. "Because he doesn't want children with me. He wants them with her. He's been pretending to try with me while planning to leave. If I tell him now, he'll either stay out of obligation, which I don't want, or he'll leave anyway and demand custody. I lose either way." Sarah was quiet for a long moment. "What do you want to happen?" "I want him gone," I said. "I want the divorce he's planning. But I want it on my terms. Not his. I want to file first. Today. I want him served tomorrow morning before he can blindside me. Can we do that?" She smiled slowly. "Oh, we can absolutely do that." We spent 3 hours drafting papers. Irreconcilable differences. Division of assets. Marcus would get his car, his retirement, his personal belongings. I'd keep the house, which I could afford on my own salary. We'd split everything else 50-50ths. Standard, clean, boring divorce. No mention of infidelity. No mention of pregnancy. Not yet. "When are you going to tell him about the baby?" Sarah asked as I signed the papers. "When it's too late for him to do anything about it," I said. "After the divorce is final. After he's married her. After he's built his new life. Then he gets to know what he threw away." Sarah looked at me with something like respect. "Remind me never to cross you." I drove home in a daze. Marcus would be served tomorrow morning at his office. He'd come home furious, confused, demanding answers. And I'd be calm. I'd tell him I knew about Vanessa. I'd tell him I was setting him free. I'd cry just enough to seem heartbroken but not desperate. And I wouldn't mention the pregnancy. Not one word. Friday morning. Marcus left for work at 7:30, whistling. He thought today was the day he'd finally tell me. He had no idea the papers were already filed. That a process server was waiting at his office. That I'd beaten him to the punch. At 9 a.m., my phone rang. Marcus. I let it ring twice before answering. Hello? What the hell did you do? He was screaming. In the background, I could hear his coworkers murmuring. Good. Public humiliation. He deserved it. I filed for divorce, I said calmly. I thought I'd save you the trouble. How did you? He was sputtering. Furious. How did I know? I finished. Someone sent me your text messages. All of them. Vanessa sounds lovely, by the way. I hope you'll be very happy together. Silence. Heavy, loaded silence. I'm coming home, he finally said. We need to talk. There's nothing to talk about, I said. But sure. Come home. Your stuff is already packed. I'd spent the morning boxing his belongings. Clothes, toiletries, his office supplies. Everything neatly labeled and stacked by the door. When he arrived an hour later, he stood in the doorway staring at the boxes like they were a crime scene. You can't do this, he said. Actually, I can. I did. It's done. He came inside, face red. You don't understand. I understand perfectly. I cut him off. You've been cheating on me for months. You were going to leave me today. I just beat you to it. That's what this is really about, isn't it? I took away your control. Your big dramatic exit. Poor Marcus. It wasn't like that, he said weakly. Then what was it like? I asked. Were you not planning to leave me? Were you not texting another woman about starting a family with her? Were you not calling me clueless behind my back? He opened his mouth. Closed it. He had no defense because every word was true. I want to explain, he tried. No, I said. You want to justify. There's a difference. You want to tell me how you fell out of love. How Vanessa understands you. How you couldn't help it. I don't care, Marcus. I really, truly don't care. You made your choice. Now live with it. What about the house? He demanded, anger replacing guilt. I'm keeping it. I can afford the mortgage. You'll get your half of the equity when it sells eventually, per the divorce agreement. Until then, you need somewhere else to live. Might I suggest Vanessa's place? His face twisted. You're being vindictive. I'm being practical, I corrected. Vindictive would be telling everyone at your office why we're divorcing. I didn't do that. Yet. He stared at me like he'd never seen me before. Maybe he hadn't. Maybe he'd only ever seen the version of me he wanted to see, trusting, naive, easy to fool. When did you become so cold? He asked. When I found out my husband was a liar, I said. Now take your boxes and go. He loaded his car in silence. 3 trips. 7 years of marriage reduced to boxes and bags. When he finished, he stood on the porch. "I did love you," he said quietly. "Once." "I know," I said. "That's what makes this so sad. You loved me once. And then you loved someone else. And you didn't have the decency to tell me." He left. I watched his car disappear down the street, hand unconsciously moving to my stomach. Our baby. His child. The one he'd never know about. Part of me felt guilty. But a larger part felt satisfied. He wanted to leave? Fine. But he'd leave without knowing the full cost. And when he finally found out, if he ever did, it would haunt him forever. 3 months later, the divorce was final. Marcus married Vanessa 6 weeks after that. I saw the photos on social media. Both of them had blocked me, but mutual friends shared. They looked happy. It made me physically ill. By then, I was 6 months pregnant and showing. I'd told everyone the baby was from a brief relationship after the divorce. No one questioned it. My mom was thrilled to be a grandmother. My friends threw me a shower. My coworkers brought gifts. And Marcus had no idea his child was growing inside me. I thought I could keep the secret forever. I'd move away after the baby was born, change jobs, start over somewhere he'd never find us. But life doesn't work that way. Because at 7 months pregnant, I ran into Marcus's mother at the grocery store. And she noticed my belly immediately. "Oh my God," Linda breathed, staring at my stomach. "You're pregnant." I forced a smile. "I am." "How far along?" Her eyes were calculating, doing the math. 7 months, I said carefully. Her face went white. 7 months. That's... From after the divorce, I lied. "I've moved on, Linda." "You should too." But Linda knew me too well. Knew I wouldn't have moved on that fast. Knew the timeline didn't quite add up. "Does Marcus know?" she asked quietly. "No," I said firmly. "And he won't. He made his choice. This baby is mine." "That's not fair," Linda whispered. "He has a right to know." "He had a right to be faithful," I countered. "We don't always get what we deserve." I left the store shaking. Linda would tell him. I knew she would. A grandmother's right to know her grandchild would override any loyalty to me. I had maybe a week before Marcus showed up demanding answers. I needed a plan. Fast. So I called Sarah. "We have a problem," I said. "Linda knows?" Sarah guessed. "She suspects. She'll tell Marcus." "What do I do?" Sarah was quiet. "Legally, you don't have to tell him anything. The divorce is final. You're not obligated to inform him of the pregnancy. But he'll find out eventually," I finished. "And when he does, he'll demand a paternity test." "And then what?" "Then you establish custody," Sarah said. "But here's the thing, if you can prove he abandoned you while you were pregnant, even if he didn't know, it strengthens your case for primary custody. Especially combined with his infidelity." "You mean let him find out on his own?" "I mean document everything. When he finds out, how he reacts, what he says. It's all evidence." 3 days later, Marcus called. I stared at his name on my screen, heart pounding. This was it. I answered. Hello? You're pregnant. His voice was flat. Shocked. Yes. How far along? 8 months next week. Silence. Long, horrible silence. Is it mine? Yes. Another silence. Why didn't you tell me? You left me, I said simply. You chose her. You made it very clear you didn't want a future with me. Why would I tell you? Because it's my child, he exploded. You had no right, I had every right, I cut him off. You abandoned this baby before you knew they existed. You told your mistress you wanted to start a family with her. Not me. Not this baby. Her. That's not, I didn't know. He was scrambling. Panicking. Exactly, I said coldly. You didn't know. And you know why? Because you didn't care to know. You were so busy planning your exit, planning your new life, you never stopped to consider the consequences. Well, here's a consequence. You're going to be a father. Whether you like it or not. Marcus showed up at my house that night. I almost didn't let him in, but curiosity won. He looked terrible, eyes wild, clothes rumpled, like he'd been in the same outfit for days. Can I come in? He asked. I stepped aside. He walked past me, eyes immediately drawn to my stomach. 8 months pregnant, there was no hiding it. Oh my God, he breathed. It's real. Did you think I was lying? I don't know what I thought, he admitted. This is insane. Why didn't you tell me? He asked again. I deserved to know. You deserved nothing, I said flatly. You cheated on me. You planned to leave me. You called me clueless behind my back. You told another woman you wanted to start a family with her. What exactly did you deserve, Marcus? He sank onto the couch, head in his hands. I made mistakes. I know I did. But this, hiding my own child from me, that's cruel. Cruel? I almost laughed. You want to talk about cruel? Let me tell you what's cruel. Finding out your husband has been lying for months. Finding out he never wanted children with you. Finding out you're pregnant the same day you discover his betrayal. His head snapped up. Wait. You knew you were pregnant? When? The day before you were going to leave me, I said. I had the test in my purse. I was going to tell you over dinner. Make it special. And then I got those text messages. Suddenly, telling you seemed like the worst idea in the world. So you just decided to keep it from me? I decided to protect myself, I corrected. And our baby. From a father who didn't want them. From a father who was too busy planning his new life to care about the family he already had. I would have stayed, Marcus said. If I'd known. And that's exactly why I didn't tell you, I said. Because you would have stayed out of obligation. Out of guilt. You would have resented me. Resented this baby. And eventually, you would have left anyway. At least this way, you left when you wanted to. Clean break. There's nothing clean about this, he said bitterly. What does Vanessa think? I asked. He flinched. She doesn't know yet. Ah, I said. So you came here first. To what? Convince me to keep quiet? Pretend this baby doesn't exist? No, he said quickly. I want to be involved. I want to be a father. Now you want to be a father, I said. How convenient. I made a mistake, he said. A huge, terrible mistake. But that doesn't mean I don't deserve a chance to make it right. You're right, I said. You don't deserve a chance. But this baby deserves a father. So here's what's going to happen. You can be involved. Financially. Legally. But you don't get to play happy family. You made your choice. What does that mean? It means you pay child support. You get visitation. You can see your child on weekends, holidays, whatever the court decides. But you don't get to be in MY life. You don't get to pretend we're co-parenting friends. You destroyed us. Now live with it. He stared at me. You really hate me. No, I said quietly. I don't hate you, Marcus. I hate what you did. I hate who you became. But mostly, I pity you. Because you're going to spend the rest of your life knowing you abandoned your child before they were born. Knowing you chose a mistress over your family. That's a burden you'll carry forever. My daughter was born 6 weeks later. 8 pounds, dark hair, her father's eyes. I named her Sophie. No middle name, no junior, nothing connected to Marcus. She was mine. Only mine. Marcus visited the hospital once. Stood by the door, staring at Sophie through the nursery glass. Vanessa waited in the hallway, arms crossed, face tight. She'd found out about the baby the same way everyone did, when Marcus posted asking for prayers for a safe delivery. Their marriage was already fracturing. He didn't ask to hold Sophie. Didn't ask to be in the room. Just stared through the glass like she was a stranger. Maybe she was. Maybe that's what happens when you abandon your child before they're born. They grow up not knowing you. And you don't know them either. She's beautiful, he finally said. She is, I agreed. I'm sorry, he whispered. For everything. For lying. For cheating. For leaving. For not being there. I know you are, I said. But sorry doesn't change anything. Sorry doesn't give Sophie a father who was there from the beginning. Sorry doesn't undo the damage. Can I hold her? He asked. Someday, I said. When you've earned it. The custody arrangement was brutal. Every other weekend, supervised visits until Sophie turned 1. Marcus fought it, but Sarah had documented everything, the infidelity, the text messages, his initial abandonment. The judge wasn't sympathetic. You made choices, Mr. Hartman, she said. Now face the consequences. Vanessa left him 3 months after Sophie was born. I didn't sign up for this, she told him, according to his mother. I didn't sign up to be a stepmom to a baby you had with your ex-wife. This wasn't the plan. The plan. There's that word again. Funny how plans fall apart when reality sets in. Marcus tried to be involved. He showed up for visits, brought gifts, played with Sophie on the floor of the supervised facility. But there was a distance. A sadness. He'd look at her and I could see it in his eyes, the knowledge that he'd missed everything. First kick. First ultrasound. First breath. He'd chosen to miss it all. Sometimes I feel guilty. Late at night when Sophie sleeps, I wonder if I did the right thing. If I should have told him sooner. If I robbed him of something precious. But then I remember the text messages. She's so clueless. Can't wait to be done with this. And the guilt fades. He made his choice. I just made mine. Sophie is 2 now. She calls Marcus Dada but looks to me for everything. Security. Comfort. Love. He gets weekends now, unsupervised. Sometimes he brings his new girlfriend. Sometimes he comes alone. He tries. I'll give him that. But trying isn't the same as being there. And Sophie knows the difference, even at 2. People ask if I regret it. Keeping the secret. Letting him leave without knowing. The answer is complicated. I regret that Sophie doesn't have a traditional family. I regret that she'll grow up with questions about why Daddy wasn't there at the beginning. But I don't regret protecting myself. I don't regret refusing to be trapped in a marriage with a man who didn't want me. The truth is, we both lost something. Marcus lost the chance to be there from the start. Lost the first moments of his daughter's life. Lost a marriage that, despite everything, had good years. And I lost the fantasy of a loving husband, a happy family, a future we'd build together. But I gained something too. Independence. Strength. And Sophie. Beautiful, perfect Sophie. Sometimes the ending isn't happy. Sometimes you just survive. And that's enough. They say honesty is the best policy. But sometimes secrets are the only shield you have against someone who's already decided to destroy you.